Rebuilder World War II and a depth review. Introduction. Rebuilder World War II is a strategy and simulation game that places players in the role of a post-World War II city planner, tasked with reconstructing war-torn cities across Europe. Developed by Freeman Games, this title offers a unique perspective on the aftermath of the war, focusing on rebuilding rather than destruction. In this review, we'll explore how Rebuilding World War II tackles the challenges of urban reconstruction, its gameplay mechanics, and the overall experience it provides. Gameplay. Rebuilder World War II combines elements of city building, resource management, and strategic planning. The core gameplay revolves around reconstructing cities that were devastated during World War II. Players are tasked with rebuilding infrastructure, housing, and public services, whilst managing resources and navigating the political and social challenges of the post-war era. The game begins by choosing a specific city that suffered extensive damage during the war. Each city presents unique challenges based on its historical context, including the extent of destruction, available resources, and the needs of the local population. As players progress, they must prioritize which areas to rebuild first, balancing the immediate needs of the citizens with long-term urban planning goals. Resource management is a critical aspect of the game. Players must manage limited supplies of building materials, manpower, and funds, making strategic decisions about where to allocate resources. The game introduces a dynamic economy where players can influence supply chains, trade resources with other cities, and negotiate with various factions to secure the materials needed for reconstruction. One of the standout features of Rebuilder World War II is its attention to historical accuracy. The game's scenarios are based on real events and challenges faced by European cities after the war. This adds a layer of authenticity to the gameplay, as players must deal with historical factors such as political tension, population displacement, and the need to preserve cultural heritage while modernizing the city. Graphics. Visually, Rebuilder World War II adopts a realistic art style that effectively captures the atmosphere of post-war Europe. The game's environments are detailed and historically accurate, with buildings and landscapes reflecting the devastation of the war. As players progress through the game, they can see the transformation of the city from rubble for a thriving urban center, which is visually rewarding and reinforces the impact of their decisions. The user interface is clean and functional, providing players with the necessary tools to manage their cities without overwhelming them with information. The graphical representation of rebuilding efforts, such as construction cities, damaged buildings, and restored areas, is well executed, offering clear visual feedback on the player's progress. However, while the game's graphics are generally strong, there are some limitations. The animation can feel a bit stiff, and the overall visual fidelity, while adequate, might not stand out compared to other modern strategic games. Despite these minor drawbacks, the game's focus on realism and historical detail compensates for any graphical shortcomings, keeping players immersed in the experience. Story. The narrative of Rebuilder World War II is not delivered through a traditional storyline, but rather through the historical context and the challenges that arise during gameplay. Each city offers its own set of scenarios that are rooted in the real history of post-war Europe. The scenarios provide players with a deeper understanding of the complexities involved in rebuilding war-torn cities, from dealing with displaced populations to managing international aid and navigating political pressures. Cause. Limited visual fidelity. While the game is visually appealing, it may not match the graphical standards of more modern strategically titles. Stiff animations. Character and construction animation can feel mechanical, slightly detracting from the overall immersion. Steep learning curve. The complexity of the resource management and political decision may be daunting for new players. Conclusion. Rebuilder World War II offers a unique and challenging experience for fans of strategy and simulation games. Its focus on the reconstruction of war-torn cities, combined with historically accurate scenarios, provides a refreshing take on the genre. While the game has some graphical and technical limitations, its strength in gameplay depth, historical immersion, and strategic complexity make it a compelling title. For those interested in history and urban planning, Rebuilder World War II is a must-play offering both education value and engaging gameplay.